this video, we're going to do 3 things for posture. Something for the neck, something for the upper back, and then something for the shoulders as well. So the first thing is to come into all fours and do basically 3 basic movements with the neck while we're in all fours. So the basic movements of the spine is forward and back, ears side to side, and rotation. So let's try and come into all fours. You can simply follow along. So what we're gonna do, actually let's do the drawer exercise. Let your chin go down to the ground and then pull it back up, lengthening the top of your head away from the spine. This movement we do it 10 times. 1, 2, 3. And notice your shoulders, your belly. You don't have to think of it like a core exercise. Just hold yourself in a nice neutral position. And neutral means that your shoulder blades have many options. So not too drawn together, not too protracted. And now try and switch to the other one, flexion and extension, saying kind of yes, metaphorically. Tilting the head forward and arching the neck. Again, we do circa 10 repetitions. And you might start to feel your neck muscles being a little bit tired. And this is we're building that endurance we need for having quote unquote a good posture. At least we'll have the option to stay in certain places with a little bit more ease. So now finding neutral, long neck again, staying in the middle. Let's look to the right, turning the head, and look to the left. And repeating this around 20 times or 10 to each side. You can move your eyes, naturally look at certain objects, so it can be a little bit more perception based and a little bit less like exercise based. Really try and maybe look to the ceiling, so you're actively having the intention to turn the neck. Last couple. Okay, arrive in neutral, and the last exercise is the lateral flexion or side bending of the neck. So you try and bring your ear down to one shoulder. Don't lift your shoulders though to help this direction. Keep the shoulders down as you tilt your head from side to side. You can imagine that your nose continually points downwards. As you do this, lengthening on one side, lengthening on the other. And if you have a tendency to have lifted shoulders, then your scalenes, which is a muscle group on the side of the neck, can be quite contracted. So by keeping your shoulders down, going from side to side, you might even get a stretch every time you go to one side, stretching the scalenes. Couple more. Okay, sit back and with somewhat of an upright position, take 3 breaths to just notice the effect on your head. How does it feel to hold your head on top of your spine now? And opening your eyes, try and look a little bit around the room, orienting yourself in these surroundings that you're in. Noticing the sensation of moving the head. You might feel strengthened, you might feel a little bit tired in the neck muscles. Whatever you feel, it's perfectly fine, as long as you don't feel any pain. Okay, so moving on to the upper back, let's come to lying on the ground. Basically what I want you to do is to do these small neck bends. So let's hold our arms out to this with the fingers up around the ears, and then just lift up but keep your belly heavily in the air. And now staying up, reach the arms forward, draw them back down again, and descend down. So this is an upper back exercise where you extend the upper back, reach, draw back down, and descend. Let's go for number 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's a 4 count. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach, retract, descend. 6, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, continue. Bam, bam, bam. Drawing the shoulder blades together, keeping a long neck as you move. So we're doing around 4 more, hitting around 12 repetitions total. You can also take breaks, short breaks to accommodate if it's getting to be too intense. But it's okay that it's a little bit tiring. You should feel your upper back working right now. So let's do 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Reach, draw down, and lower. Wow, I can certainly feel it. So take a moment to kind of stretch in the cat position. Okay, so take a moment once again, a little bit short around, but just take a moment seated to sit for a moment and notice how the back side of your body feels. So finally we're going to finish with a standing exercise for the lower back. And the exercise is like this, to bend your knees a little bit, standing a little bit wide, and then we're going to lean forward just a bit, okay? Standing here. So in the beginning it might seem very easy, this exercise, but as we go along you should feel that it's actually quite tough. So what we're going to do is gently flex the spine, but not going so far that it starts to relax. So I'm not going to go all the way here and simply hang. I'm just going to flex my spine actively, even drawing my abs a little bit together. And then I'm going to extend my spine, staying forwardly bent, but I'm going to try and arch my chest forward. And then flex and extend. This is the motion. So let's start to do this continuously and not releasing at any point. We're going to keep a constant time under tension, which is very important for strength development. Or at least it makes it more efficient that we're getting tired in the muscles a little bit faster. So you might be starting to feel something now. If you want, you can try and move in a circle, making the exercise a little bit more fun and interesting. Circling your chest or the top of your head. And again, it should be constantly effortful in your back muscles, especially your lower back muscles, middle back muscles. Let's go the other way. And this is just a follow along, so this is just to kind of taste the exercise. Then you can always adjust it in terms of intensity. For example, the harder variation, we bring your arms out in front. And it's much harder to do the exercise then. Let's finish in the middle, just 3 more times, continuing to work the muscles on the back. Okay, standing up, you can shake it out. Bounce a little bit. So finishing up, let us once again stand. You can stand with hip width distance and close your eyes. Take a moment to place your head over your feet, just using your subjective experience. And standing here, can you imagine that the world is just as much behind you as it is in front of you. So feel the backs of your arms, the back of your head, as well as your face and palms. Feel also the back side of your torso, just as well as you might feel your belly and chest. So what we covered was basic neck movements in all fours, an upper back exercise, and now a lower / middle back exercise. And the goal of the exercise is to somehow improve a little bit your endurance in terms of posture. The chain all the way from the back of the head to the back of your hip. Thanks for joining.